In the forest, one mistake changes everything. Industrial Prime shows how ignoring chainsaw safety turns raw power and heavy logs into seconds of survival. In moments like this, mistakes spark panic and have caused serious harm before. When the plan is hit on fire, this is often the result. One cut. Gravity takes over. Barber chair failure. Gravity takes over. It was already a difficult job. Now it's even more dangerous. Standard hinges fail on trees like poplars, experts use mortise and tenon cuts. A carved groove guides the fall, delivering precise control for very specific situations. We show real job site mistakes so you don't repeat them. Giant oak's final moment arrives as a skilled climber ascends the massive trunk, pruning branch by branch. Each precise cut brings the 5-foot-wide giant closer to the ground. Would you dare take on work like this? This scene shows real logging in action. The ground is torn up, machines are running at full load, and the logs are massive. The skidder pulls steadily through wet, heavy soil built for this exact condition. Heavy logs on icy roads shift weight fast. Traction vanishes. Safety comes first. Driving a Scania R580 is an art. Power hauls the load, but skill gets the timber safely to the mill. Would you trust yourself behind the wheel? Wow, that cedar's diameter is massive, and handling wood this large is no small task. Cutting it in a single pass explains everything. A stump grinder shreds solid wood into soil. Powerful machines demand focus and respect. Forest debris is handled with bark chippers. Bigger chippers process small logs and branches sawmills can't use, turning waste timber into valuable chips and reducing forest waste.
This setup
goes far beyond simple branch work. It looks like a homemade pruning machine. A barber chair makes routine felling dangerous, splitting the trunk upward without warning. That first hit flipped everything, instant control, like riding Jack's wagon at sea. Ladders and falling trees are a dangerous mix, even for brave amateurs. If this matters to you, hit like, subscribe to Industrial Crime, and stay updated on real-world heavy machinery risks. At first glance, it looks staged. The glass is gone, clearly planned vandalism for fun, and it wasn't even a soccer ball. A quiet yard with tension waiting. No face cuts, no hinges, no control. Some people simply shouldn't be anywhere near a chainsaw. Honesty stands out here. He admits his mistake and reveals how complex tree climbing really is, calculating load, harness paths, balance, all while staying safe. Every veteran logger knows days like this. You may start strong, but trees don't always cooperate. Finishing the job matters, but going home healthy is the real win. Forget ground excavators. This is mining technology on another level. In Switzerland, the Rotex lift moves cargo exceeding 3 tons up steep terrain. Precision control and a stable lifting system make the operation both powerful and impressive. Steep, icy roads make log hauling deadly. first glance, it seems uneventful, but the situation tests the driver's composure and demands calm, precise decisions.
The soil and carriage set load along on the carriage.
A historic steam sawmill comes alive again, raw iron, spinning belts, and human skill on full display, proving industrial power before electricity defined modern logging. Look at this monster, chewing through frozen logs with raw power, precision, and unstoppable winter performance. After watching closely, he's only poking at it, never attempting to uproot the main tree. Engineered for aggressive land clearing, the W Forestry Disc Crusher reshapes forest management. It crushes material up to 4 inches thick and handles trees up to 8 inches in diameter with ease. Chainsaws demand respect, even when borrowed. Don't blink or you'll miss this rare cut. An ancient logging method attached at the base, it controls the fall, preserves the canopy, and safely drops trees near homes or job sites. This happens more often than people realize during storms. One falling branch can take out thousands of bolts right in your front yard. That angle and rope work demand precision, not luck.
like biting, that's going to throw him off.
He's up the ladder! He's
That's why real tree pros use nails and rope, never shaky ladders. Wow, he struck the first tree precisely to start the chain reaction. That level of control takes real skill, miss, by just 6 inches, and the entire plan would fail instantly. Isn't it amazing? At 14 years old, this bull is still full of energy and clearly enjoys what he does. Regis drops the tree, then rebuilds the hut using the same precise saw cuts. My sympathy for the guy who had to climb down to retrieve that log. It's probably halfway to the sea by now. Would you like to see how they feed logs in and out of the saw at this workshop?
Диаметр пня 1 метр.
Warning, this is a serious battle with tree roots. Excavators apply massive force to remove a stump over 1 meter wide, taking nearly 2 hours of continuous work to finally break it free and lift it out. Want to split logs up to 4 meters long without leaving your seat? The ARO Dominator wood splitter makes it possible, handling logs up to 20 inches in diameter.
Não é, não.
That tree made a bold move, almost into the neighbor's house. Way too close for comfort. face cuts, no hinges, no control. Some people simply shouldn't be anywhere near a chainsaw.
The other one over there got 7.
One push, one miscalculation, and it came at a price. Working in windswept terrain and thick fog is brutally hard. Credit to the pilot for mastering the Ecolog 688 on those steep slopes. A tireless climber, perfect timing. Now it's time to move. Muddy ground, heavy logs, steep hills. He makes it look easy, but the machine struggles every step. Pulling that load uphill takes real skill in brutal conditions. Slippery forest road, overloaded logs, no room mistakes. Truck loses control, safety ignored. Odin and Freya moved with calm focus, guided only by voice and trust. No tools, no assistance. The front wheels lose grip as the log's inertia fights steering. For a moment, the truck slides straight toward the edge before traction returns. Portable and safe, this sawmill requires about $6,000 initial investment, moves easily between sites, and delivers reliable performance for small operators. Suddenly, control is gone. A head-on clash is seconds away. Who's your bet on? Here's American engineering at work. The system processes oversized logs, then feeds them into a 40,000-pound splitter, handling loads conventional wood machines simply can't manage.
Oh my God.
This method beats bucket digging, pulling a 550-pound root ball cleanly without leaving a large hole.
Maybe it'll fall in the direction of the shed.
There it goes. There it goes.
And the irony, the horseshoe.
There it goes. There it goes. Down. Bam.
A tree hit the fence and power lines. No outage this time, pure luck.
Wow.
Very good.
You alright? Holy fuck! Look at you!
Backyard tree cutting turned into panic.
Shit.
Tree felling is not for amateurs. It's not just cutting trees, it's weeding fire damage hidden beneath burned bark. A scorched trunk can look solid, yet fail instantly under pressure. When the saw bites and smoke escapes, every cut becomes a
Both pipe
serious
in 'em.
ignition risk. That's high-level tree cutting technique. Controlling the saw and balance at that height takes real skill. It's clear this comes from years of experience, not luck. Hard to believe they're running Actros road trucks in deep mud. This terrain needs six-wheel drive or true off-road chassis, especially with a load that heavy. When the 500 horsepower Mercedes Actros starts moving, so does the forest. Heavy timber and treacherous terrain leave no room for tolerance. This is where machinery proves its value. Skill is tested at the open post rip facility in Crow's Nest, where advanced chainsaw design meets pride, control and strength, defining a true Australian forestry professional. This old-style factory layout looks rustic, yet it reflects smart engineering. Exposed multi-blade saws seem dangerous, but the system delivers efficient, industrial-level wood panel production. Swallowing massive logs and turning them into clean chips with relentless speed and efficiency. Logs up to 20 feet long are fed in and transformed into perfect firewood for fireplaces by an automatic cone splitter that can handle any diameter. There are no more limits. The cone splitter has completely changed the game. The Moorebark 1100 delivers reliability and power. A 24-inch hammer rotor and cat engine provide consistent performance without compromise. Steep cliffs, zero margin for error. Anyone leaning there is terrified. If that chair snapped back, a 1,000-pound force just 3 meters away would leave no time to react. Using a bobcat to pull trees is rarely a good idea. Wow, where would you even find someone like her? You try to control the tree's fate, but it handles the problem itself on its own terms. A vast beach, a sharp saw blade, and Harry. Taking risks, Big Wood does not care about confidence. One slip up, and the whole forest reacts. Nothing happened is often the most dangerous moment. Respect the driver. The HSM 208F delivers true stability on steep slopes, yet it still demands nerves of steel. The Scania R580 with open pipes roars down the road. Pure Swedish engineering, king-level power, thunderous sound, and absolute control from the passenger seat. It cuts and fires 6-inch wood chunks everywhere, like a high-speed debris cannon, extremely dangerous nearby. a brutal force on site. The HG6800TX shredder from Vermeer chews through everything with a 950 horsepower engine, dominating any clearing with raw power and control. The D8 bulldozer demonstrates extreme capability while also exposing unsustainable land use realities. In 2022 alone, 12.7 million hectares of forest were lost globally. Raw power must always be balanced with responsibility, awareness, long-term planning, and disciplined decision-making. If that 60-foot tree trunk is hollow inside, controlled removal becomes the safest option to prevent a serious future hazard. My sympathy for the guy who had to climb down to retrieve that log. It's probably halfway to the sea by now. Watch this bull at work. Hector, just 1.5 years old, is learning commands like go, stop, and turn. A cold weather breed put to real use, pulling firewood through a snow-covered forest. On Vancouver Island, extreme trucking means steep grades, heavy timber, tight turns, where experience and control decide every safe descent. When hauling logs, the LKT can overturn fast. Load balance and caution are critical. This region operates a long-standing forestry system. Infrastructure and port access strengthen its position as a global timber exporter. John Deere SS30 stump shredder changes stump removal using a massive gearbox to deliver brutal shredding power on G-series excavators.
Schwede, das geht schief. Sieht man schon.
Arborist cuts. Gravity chooses direction. Tree cutting near power lines. One mistake costs everything. If this impressed you, like, comment, and subscribe for more real industry footage. Tree cutting isn't a hobby. Mistakes cost everything. Have you ever seen this happen in real life? It's unfortunate they were disturbed, but a careful check before felling prevented real damage. Luckily, the small creature inside was unharmed. He was lucky. If the blade caught his jacket, he would have been thrown off. A decaying oak in Roseville needed removal, but a last-minute mistake sent it into the fence. Have you ever seen something like this happen in real life? Smart move. On an 80-foot Douglas fir, chaining the fibers prevents a dangerous barber chair split. Ever seen these two machines team up to load logs? The Scania R580 with open pipes roars down the road. Pure Swedish engineering, king-level power, thunderous sound, and absolute control from the passenger seat. Looks like a tractor handled it. Much easier, right? At a glance, I missed the bulldozer behind him. Honestly, I thought the truck made it through the mud by itself. Built for brush and stumps, the GT25 XP wood chipper showed unexpected power by handling full tree removal. It crushed a 3-foot diameter birch, proving the machine's versatility beyond its intended use. Power alone isn't enough. This K700 tractor is strong, but low stumps and poor leverage leave its wheels spinning. Real ingenuity shows up. This homemade saw attachment on a mini excavator proves serious DIY skill at work. Efficient, well thought out, and even that tiny flag adds a playful touch. Small detail, big personality. Chainsaws don't forgive mistakes. Watch from a safe distance, and thanks for following Industrial Prime.